Hello, I am Eli G. Brown / Eli G. Brony, and here is another Bionicle mock that I've made. It's kind of just a basic one. Well, not really all that basic. It was quite difficult to design it. If you hear some sort of noises outside, it's because it's thundering outside right now. In fact, I came into the basement to put up some boards, because sometimes in the basement, a workroom gets flooded, so I have to put in these boards. I may show you how that works in a separate video, but for right now, alright, here we go. This is a little creature that I've made for the reboot universe. This is some sort of hedgehog, and, well, the whole idea that came for this one was that in a recent Bricklink order, I had made an order. It's something that involves Crunchy, a character that I made a strange attempt at making in an earlier video, but do have plans on actually making, so I just placed an order for that. The seller actually stated that he didn't have some of the pieces I was looking for and offered me to get me some other things instead. And this right here, the spike thing that came from Von Nebula from Hero Factory, was one of those extra pieces that was in the order, so I decided to put that into use, but I wasn't quite sure how. And I'm also kind of lacking with the small main body pieces, and it would also be kind of difficult to figure out how to get this to work. So I thought it would probably be best to just try to make something out of the parts that I do have, and this is what I came out of it. So just took the Von Nebula spike shield piece, also added on a tail right here like hedgehogs have. Turn up like that. I was kind of going to call this a cat, but I decided no, better not. Plus, cat's feet are probably bigger. Yeah, the feet right here, they're just bulk up pieces. They're the old style from the first generation of Bionicle, prior to 2008. These style of pieces, rather than the stronger ones that were introduced later. And also got the rock she had. That's pretty obvious. Also got a blue ball cut piece underneath to also add on to the blue stuff that's added onto the spikes. But now I think I should show you exactly how this thing is built. Okay, so it's built using a combination of Technic and CCBS. So, kind of built the same sort of body that the Turaga had their bodies be made from, though not exactly. Well, I actually put this piece right here kind of for some support. So I'll actually take that off for a moment, just to show you how it works. I'm actually going to put this thing back right there, and then okay, so what I got on was this sort of method. So just took one of these pieces with one axle joint there, and one over here, and one of these pieces, not quite sure what its name is. Then took one of these pieces with the ball joint that goes forward. It was first introduced to at least Bionicle in the Web of Shadows series. This was a piece that was used on the heads for the Total Herdica, but it's been used for a lot of other purposes besides that since then. So I just did that. Then what I did was just take one of these pieces that I think was first introduced with, I think Drill Dozer had one of these. And I'm not sure if any of the other characters had this, but it's been quite a common piece in much later sets. So just took a couple of those, then added this piece on for bottom support so it doesn't come apart when I don't want it to. Like, it would really stink if that piece wasn't there and I just like pulled this and it just comes apart, comes in half. That would stink. Okay, so put this back on and get this down right here. Okay, so now Now, I'm pretty sure that... I'm not quite sure if hedgehogs would actually stick their quills up just like that, but in this universe, because, you know, they are robotic creatures, you can get away with just anything. You don't have to stick to the real world. You could just do whatever you want and have them do things that the creatures that they are based upon in the real world would not be able to do. So, just use your imagination. You can get them to do the impossible. So, got one of those. I think that maybe they would be generally friendly when they are not threatened, though they would point out their spikes just like that if they were threatened, like if some sort of other bigger animal tried to come down and eat them, they would just bring out their spikes and defend for themselves. So that's how that would work. So that is about it. Got nothing else to say about this one. It was just a quick one that I made based upon only the parts that I had with me, not any that I purchased off of Bricklink. This technically wasn't, the spike piece technically wasn't purchased from Bricklink. It was actually a free gift in a Bricklink order. But I did not get it for this purpose because I did not know that I was going to get it. It was just a surprise that came in the package. Okay, so that's all. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again in my next video.